Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to a very special episode of the Patch Notes. We have probably the biggest Patch Notes topic today. The Epstein files are now available for the general public. Crazy shit. Well, they're not available, but they're going to be available. They have passed the House and the Senate. We're going to be going over both of those videos. Oh, man. The world is keeping me occupied. We have the House, who passed the bill, all except one person, which we will be going over. This individual, I did post my response to them, 1.6 million views. He stated his claim, and this was one hill that you should not have died on. You have betrayed the American people. Next, we're going to go over the Senate, who passed the bill before it even made it to the Senate. They voted on its release unanimously before it even got to the Senate. Insane. Then, after that, we're watching Nicki Minaj addressing the UN on the Christian persecutions. And then finally, to break up the political talk, I have a Power World AI video. They brought the Power World characters to life, so that'll be a nice little break in the action. And then finally, we're going to end it off with news from Canada, as five or six of their provinces have claimed independence from Canada. Insane. So, with that going on, let's get straight in to the news.
Ago, a landslide vote in the House of Representatives on a bill that would try to force the release of DOJ documents related to Jeffrey Epstein, which started as a long shot bid months ago. Now one step closer to becoming law. This was a nearly unanimous vote. The final vote, 427 to 1.
To 1! And then for the Senate to come right behind you and vote unanimously means you are the single only individual, the only retard to say no. Like, how fucking retarded are you? But we're going to get into that. We're going to get right into that.
Just hours after some Epstein survivors gathered at the Capitol to rally support. So next step, the Senate, and then on to the White House for the president to sign this into law if it passes that chamber. The president now says he'll do that in a surprising political pivot after months of resistance to backing the bill. Joining us now is our chief Capitol Hill correspondent.
Now, I want to make this very, very clear, right? Because we're not going to be wasting a bunch of time on this. I want to make this very clear. This is the power of the people. If we unite over one issue, like we have with this, it is impossible for them to ignore it. It is impossible because they are not allowed to ignore it, because if they do ignore it, we have the means to fight them on a very violent level. And now I'm not saying that it should come to that. It never should come to that, because nobody wins in that scenario, right? People die, and it's a very unfortunate circumstance of life when it does come down to that, because it has before. Obviously, that's a very big part of American history. However, they know that they cannot push it that far as well, because it will remove any semblance of society, of morality, of virtues, right? We will no longer have an America if it comes down to that, so they know that they can't push that button either. So that leaves them at a standpoint. They either capitulate and do their jobs as civil servants to all of us here in the U.S. who voted them into office, or they could step down and let somebody else do it in their place, and then they don't have to be a part of it at all. So, as you can see, we have been loud and proud about this issue, and it's finally come to pass. Now our next fight is justice. Who are these people? What are their names? How implicated are they into these files? And how quickly can we throw them in prison and make them manufacture number 2 pencils?
Correspondent Ryan Nobles. And Ryan, this vote just seconds ago now takes this one step closer to reality for the survivors and other advocates who have been fighting for it. The question had been just how many Republicans would get on board. The answer appears to be all but one.
All but one. This is the part where we're going to go over this. This representative is Clay Higgins. Absolutely died on this hill. I already posted my thoughts in the replies, as did many others, but I did see this little video that I want to point out to you guys by Mr. Clay himself.
Monday night in D.C. A lot.
How the fuck do you walk around with a camera this blurry, by the way? What the fuck phone is he using? Was this a phone from 1997? What the fuck?
Lot going on. It's gonna be a very busy week. Just keep in mind, America, that we have to try to do the right thing, even if it's like difficult.
We always have to try to do the right thing.
Closer to reality for the survivors and other advocates who have been fighting for it. The question had been just how many Republicans would get on board. The answer appears to be all but one.
All but one. 427 but one. And it's him. A fake blue-collar worker, a fake blue-collar representative, a fake just a fake representative of the people, right? I have been a principled no on this bill from the very beginning. This was posted 5 hours ago. What was wrong with the bill 3 months ago is still wrong today. It abandons 250 years of criminal justice procedure in America as written. This bill reveals and injures thousands of innocent people, witnesses, people who provided alibis, family members, etc. If enacted in its current form, this type of broad reveal of criminal investigative files released to a rabid media will absolutely result in innocent people being hurt. You know what I say? Fuck them. Fuck those innocent fucking people. You shouldn't have been anywhere close to this guy. You should have roached out immediately. You should have spilled everything that you knew. You had your opportunity, and you hid away. And you fucking hid away. Now, some people, if they're heavily involved enough, are legally obligated to keep their mouth shut. To them, I say fair dues. Fair dues. You got to do what you got to do in a legal process, right? But for everyone else who is not under that exemption, get fucked. Get absolutely fucked. Y'all about to see a global crash out if these people are not brought to justice. Not by my vote. The Oversight Committee is conducting a thorough investigation that has already released well over 60,000 pages of documents from the Epstein case. That effort will continue in a manner that provides all due protections for innocent Americans. If the Senate amends the bill to properly address the privacy of victims and other Americans who are named but not criminally implicated, then I will vote for that bill when it comes back to the House. Well, turns out your vote doesn't fucking matter. And 1.7 million people saw this post. 2.8K fucking liked the post. 2K reposted it. And, oh boy, 6.8K replies. So let's get into it. We have Asmongold, the top reply, bald retard. This No Kings USA account, check that guy's hard drive, abso-fucking-lutely. Why do they insist on protecting pedophiles? Exactly. Exactly. What an absolute fucking retard. Absolute retard. This was the vote that took place today. And, oh, would you look at this? Would you look at this? Representative Clay Higgins has been committed to expanding America's alliance with Israel over his 4 terms in Congress. Now, whether you like it or not, we're allies with Israel. Plain and simple. But why this is an issue for this specific individual was he was interviewed by a reporter, a journalist, whoever the fuck it was. And this, when he was asked, was, do you care about America or do you care about Israel more? Could not answer the question. And obviously right here, government of the rapists, by the rapists, for the rapists, right? People are going to be absolutely tearing this guy apart. Stop giving pedophiles a pass just because they can sing, act, or were elected to Congress. You are cooked. Check my hard drive now. Pedo protector. Absolutely slaughtering him in every mention of the comments. So obviously I also weighed in on this the minute this fucking shit came out. So let's go to my profile here. Let's go to replies. Oh yeah, I also sent this out to Jeff Keighley. Jeff, what the fuck is this? Fix your website, dude. Fix your goddamn website. I'm trying to get my vote in, goddammit. So I put my reply here to his response to why he made the decision. I said, Representative, I suggest you retire. You are mandated to serve the American people, and twice you betrayed us. Once putting Israel on the same level of the USA, which should never fucking happen. If you are a representative of this country, your only fucking response to any loyalty question is USA always. That's it. Point blank simple. Anything other than that, you should be removed from office for treason. Plain and simple. I don't give a fuck what your reasoning is. USA first, always. Once putting Israel on the same level as this country, now twice, while trying to stop the reveal of the Epstein files. And because he's a religious man, you know I had to do it to him. Treason is a sin, and we the people condemn you to hell. So enjoy retirement, buddy, because we will never let you forget. We will always remind you every single day. You will never go out in public again without being reminded of the position that you took, protecting the most vile scandal of all fucking time when it comes to the Epstein files. You stupid fuck. Oh yeah, I did see this too. I don't give a fuck about fucking... I don't even know who Jack Doherty is, right? I don't give a fuck about that. So, and then after the House passed this, except for that one dumbass retard, the Senate passed it immediately. Literally, the bill hadn't even gotten to the Senate yet, and they passed it, and it's already been sent to Trump's desk. Now it's a matter of having Trump sign off on it, and it's done. It's done. It's law. Now it's down to the DOJ after Trump.
Files. Let's get right to CNN's Manu Raju on Capitol Hill. Manu, we didn't even know if the Senate was going to take up the Epstein files. Bill, what is playing out right now?
Yeah, just a couple weeks ago, it seemed like this bill was dead on arrival. Just a few days ago, it seemed like it was dead on arrival in the United States Senate. But now it is on its way to the president's desk in a remarkable turnaround, in an extremely fast move here. The Senate has essentially green-lighted this bill to be approved as soon as...
Absolutely fucking based. I do think that there is a lot of selfish reasoning going on why that this is moving along now in the direction that we want it to move. But I am okay with it simply for the fact that we actually get what we want. If it means that they use it to make each other at odds with one another, fine. Fine. They want to make it part of their congressional circus show, fine. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about the innocent people. I don't care about nothing. I simply want to be able to read every single one of those documents. Now, obviously, is there stuff that's going to be redacted? Sure. Sure, there's stuff going to be redacted, right? But if they do it right, it will be the greatest victory Trump has ever had. And that will swing the next election to red favor. Point blank simple.
Tonight and be sent to the president's desk. Now, essentially what happened was that in the aftermath of this House vote this afternoon, 427-1, just one member of the entire United States House voting against it. This is now on its way to the Senate. Now, there has not been a formal process. It has to be formally sent over to the United States Senate. That process was to take some time to get through the official writing of getting the bill over across the Capitol. It's an arcane process. But once it gets over to the United States Senate, that's when the bill can be read in the Senate and essentially passed. So what we just saw moments ago was Chuck Schumer, the Senate Democratic leader. He went to the floor of the United States Senate and he said, he asked for what's known in the Senate as unanimous consent. That means that all 100 senators have to agree, or one senator could object and slow things down. He asked unanimous consent that for when the Senate receives the final paperwork of the bill that just passed the United States House, that it would be approved by the United States Senate. Nobody objected to that, Jake. So what
that means is as soon as it gets there is just as soon as it leaves. And then after that, the president signs off. After the president signs off, the final stop is the DOJ, of which they are now mandated on a legal level, on a American people mandate to release all the files to us, the public, so that we can finally go through here, condemn anyone who is implicated in a criminal way, hunt them down, take them in, and then we can finally have some semblance of fucking justice rather than hush bullshit. And I do want to bring up one more person. One more person I want to bring up who has been taking a very weird stance on this. This guy, Kash Patel. He pushed his way into the spotlight with the Epstein files being his most sacred major issue. Trump talked about it like twice, right, during his campaign run. That wasn't anything as crazy serious for his campaign. He was mainly about legal immigration and lowering down prices. However, this man, it was his sole purpose. It was his reason for doing what he did. And he failed. He failed to answer the mandate given to him by both President Trump and the people. He said that the FBI was not in the business of releasing innocent names. I say it doesn't matter what the FBI's fucking business is. If you were requested to release these files, then you need to release these files. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter what your mandate is when it comes to your selfish fucking thinking on whether these people should be protected or not and whether it's a good moral stance or not. That shit doesn't fucking matter. When you are in service to the American people, to the current administration, your only job is to follow fucking orders. You gaslit everyone that this was your personal agenda, that this was your big old golden goose, right? This was the prize horse that was going to win all your derbies. And then you roached. And that is not to be forgotten. You didn't deliver. It took the American people screaming down the throats of everybody at fucking Congress to get this done. To make it so unbearable for President Trump that he couldn't escape it no matter where he was. Mar-a-Lago, Air Force One, Saudi Arabia, Russia, China, doesn't matter. Epstein followed him everywhere. Because we did not let him forget, just like we will not let you forget, Cash, that you have yet to deliver on your promise. Now, I'm being very critical right now, but I'm not an unreasonable person. He's been doing good things, right? He's been making the cities a lot safer. He's whipping the FBI into shape a little bit. To be fair, I think he could probably gut that shit a lot more. There's a lot of useless fucking people at the FBI, right? It could be made 10 times more efficient than it is right now. But I do think that he has already proved himself much more than anybody else has in the past fucking, 10, 12 years. So I can get behind that. However, I will not ignore that you weren't able to deliver on this. You weren't. You made a promise and then you backtracked on it and then you were fucking mandated to do it again. Right? And that's no different than, what's her fucking face? What's her face? That fucking, God damn it. Pam Bondi. That's no different than her. No different than her. She fucking roached out the same goddamn way. But we got there. We still got there. So, all is not forgiven. My eyes are on you. But, keep improving. But, don't let us down, Cash. Don't do it. You don't want to do it. You don't want to end up like Clay Higgins. But like I said, I can't. What the fuck is this bullshit? Pokimane, you thought this was cool? What the fuck we talked about here? I know I'm ugly, but like this is not. This ain't it. Oh God. But yeah, Mike Johnson had some things to say about it, which I don't really care about. So we finally got there. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Bro, this is why you gotta learn how to fight. That right there. Boy got fucked up, and then his girl got fucked up because he couldn't protect him. Deranged liberal woman goes unhinged tirade and says that MAGA supporters are deplorable. Well, MAGA supporters just got the Epstein files released, so, you know, say what you want. But here we are. We're finally doing it. Now, moving on to the next bit of news. Nicki Minaj addresses the UN to spotlight Christian persecution. Right off the rip, before we get into her speech, I just want to say that the UN is the biggest waste of fucking time I've ever seen in my life. I think it's a bunch of performative fucking bullshit. I think it's a waste of country resources for anyone and everyone involved. I would rather fucking disband this groupthink bullshit fucking performative assembly and conference and never host another one again. And by host, I mean just have one in general. But let's see what she's got to say. How well will she represent our country? Also, has nobody at the UN heard of a 4K camera before? What the fuck are we doing? 720p is the max? The fuck? What are you guys using, camcorders? It's 2025. You could have recorded this shit on a Samsung and it would have been fucking 10 times better than this bullshit. Pisses me off.
Everyone. I must say I am very nervous, so please, well, thank you, Ambassador Waltz, for this invitation.
At least it comes through a little bit better on OBS.
It is an honor to stand on this stage with you and the other distinguished speakers here today to shine a spotlight on the deadly threat faced by thousands of Christians in Nigeria. I would like to thank President Trump for prioritizing this issue and for his leadership on the global stage in calling for urgent action to defend Christians in Nigeria, to combat extremism, and to bring a stop to violence against those who simply want to exercise their natural right to freedom of religion or belief. I stand...
You can hear the accent starting to come through. Hey, man. Listen, I don't hate on Nicki, bro. I really don't. I mean, I don't really hate on any of them. Like, you got to get your bag like any way you can, right? And there was a few. It's like, all right, come on. But I think she carries herself well. I really do. I think when it comes to living the hip hop and rap type of life where you can go down the worst rabbit hole and end up like somebody like DMX who just ruins their life, or you can get to the top of your game and then simply retire. Like let's say somebody like God damn it, bro, I just had it in my head. Fucking Dr. Dre. He just retired. He became just a really good businessman. Still has the label. Probably still runs the label. Works with Eminem. Probably still, just hanging out. He's just doing his thing. Right? He had that Super Bowl performance where everybody kind of got together for that one performance. That was really cool. But for the most part, yeah. I mean, everybody... those are two very different, like, outcomes of the same type of life, And I think she's making good choices. I really do. I think she carries herself fairly well. I'm still not crazy about, celebrities getting involved in politics in general, just because I do feel like once you hit a certain tax bracket, you are now you're not even anywhere near close to the average everyday person when it comes to how you see reality, whether you like it or not, right? But, some people can still manage to humble themselves enough, right? But I think she does pretty well with that.
Here as a proud New Yorker, with a deep sense of gratitude that we live in a country where we can freely and safely worship God regardless of one's creed, background, or
Unless you live in Minnesota.
politics.
I'm sorry. Is it too soon?
No group should ever be persecuted for practicing their religion, like I recently stated
God, dude. Somebody's going to clip
on
that one.
social media. And we don't
Fuck.
have to share the same beliefs in order for us to respect each other. We're way beyond thinking or expecting or assuming for, the person sitting next to you to have the exact same beliefs. We're beyond that. That's ridiculous. But that shouldn't make one person feel less safe than anyone in
True.
any room.
True.
Music has taken me around the globe. I have seen how people, no matter their language, culture, or religion, come alive when they hear a song that touches their soul. Religious freedom means we all can sing our faith regardless of who we are, where we live, and what we believe. But today, faith is under attack in way too many places. In Nigeria, Christians are being targeted, driven from their homes, and killed. Churches have been burned. Families have been torn apart, and entire communities live in fear constantly, simply because of how they pray. Sadly, this problem is not only a growing problem in Nigeria, but also in so many other countries across the world, and it demands urgent action. And I want to be clear. Protecting Christians in Nigeria is not about taking sides or dividing people. It is about uniting humanity. Nigeria is a beautiful nation with deep faith traditions and lots of beautiful barbs that I can't wait to see. When one's church...
What the fuck is going on with this video? Bro, somebody get a hold of the UN and tell them to fix their infrastructure, please. What the fuck are we doing? What are you guys having a fucking short right now? What is going on? You guys having some electrical issues in your 720p fucking bullshit camera? Fucking Jesus Christ.
Mosque, a place of worship,
Bro, what is
destroyed,
this?
everyone's heart should break just a little bit. And the foundation of the United Nations, with its core mandate to ensure peace and security, should shake. I am joined here today by peace builders, by faith leaders, by those who saw violence, saw rising intolerance, saw the threats clearly before us, and chose not to look.
Bro, this shit is
the other
unwatchable.
way. I am inspired by their work to build interfaith ties, to see the humanity across the lines which might divide us, and to fight for security and liberty for all those who pray. I look forward to our discussion today, and I hope it will encourage deepened solidarity for us to urgently work together to ensure every person can enjoy the right to believe, to worship, and to live in peace. Barbs, I know you're somewhere listening. I love you so very much. You have been the ultimate light in my life and career for so long. I appreciate you, and I want to make it very clear once again that this isn't about taking sides. This is about standing up in the face of injustice. It's about what I've always stood for my entire career, and I will continue to stand for that. For the rest of my life, I will care if anyone, anywhere, is being persecuted for this.
But listen, if that's your stance, you're never going to sleep again. Because unfortunately, the world is not all sunshine and rainbows. People are getting persecuted for their beliefs everywhere in the world, every day, every second of the day, every minute of the day. It doesn't matter, right? Somewhere in the world, somebody is getting absolutely beaten down for their thoughts, right? Yet you're not going to stop it all. You can put a spotlight on it. But do I think that the U.S. should be running around getting involved in Christian affairs across the world? No. No. I could see a world where we give them support, right? If they need ways to defend themselves, we could sell them stuff to help them fucking fight the battles that they need to fight, right? But at no point in no scenario do I ever think that we should ever have troops on the ground anywhere in the world. Right? I think we stay completely uninvolved when it comes to majority of this, right? Because if you try to dictate the world, then you're simply a dictator, right? That's not a democratic republic thing to do, right? That is a dictator thing to do. If you want to run around the world and tell everyone what to do, well, you're putting your country on some sort of pedestal that's above everyone else, which some do think that way. That is true. Some do think that way. They think America is king. They think that we should have a say in everything. I think you just leave everybody to do whatever the fuck that they want to do, so long as it doesn't affect something that by extension affects you, right? So I don't know how involved the U.S. is with Nigeria, but I don't know, I don't know the specifics on what has kicked up over this, why this is even going on over there, nor do I plan to do that much research into it because it's not my country. It's not something I'm involved in, right? So, yeah, I do think at the end of the day, that's pretty much where my stance is on it. I mean, I'm okay with sending some support if we are affected in a way that is reasonable. But outside of that, it's really not our issue. You got to let these countries fight their own battles. We can't just be fucking sticking our nose in every part of the goddamn world, right? We just got away from overspending, right? It's about time that we fucking start paying some shit, right? Fucking start getting this shit taken care of. How are we the greatest economy in the world when we're trillions of dollars in debt? That doesn't make any fucking sense, right? We have the greatest debt economy in the world. That's true. You could argue me that. That's true, considering how many Americans are under fucking debt of some sort, whether it's medical, credit card, whatever, right? Oh yeah. What are we doing?
Their beliefs. Thank you.
I thought she was going to say a little bit more. Okay. But yeah, very short speech. She just wanted to put a spotlight on it, which I think this is pretty accurate. Yeah, I was not expecting that. I was not expecting a random Nicki Minaj cameo. But no, she spoke well. She carries herself pretty well. I think that's a W. I think it's a W. All right, let's break up this fucking political bullshit talk, all right? We're going to chill out for a minute. We're going to enjoy 18 minutes of AI Pow World. What happens when you slap a realistic AI 4K filter, something that the UN doesn't know about, 4K, they never heard of it, on the POWs of Pow World. Land ball! Okay. Let's make it a fun. Let's do something interactive with it. We're gonna rate one. We're gonna rate them all. Let's do out of 10. Land ball. Land ball. Out of 10, I think this one. What do I think? I think overall it's pretty good. I would say I prefer the more cartoony version though. And then I give it I give it like a 7. I give it a 7. That looks sick. That looks sick. I'll give Kativa. I do like it better than the Power World cartoony version. I'll give Kativa. I'll give him an 8. I'll give him an 8. I ain't gonna lie. I think the Power World one is better. And I'm gonna have to give this one like a fucking 3. This thing is terrible to look at. It's not bad, but it's just terrible to look at. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. This is like a 9. This is like a 9. Lift Monk. Ooh, Fox Sparks? That's sick. I like that effects. I like the effects. I always wonder that too, like, it's like surely you can't even own one of these unless you have a fireproof house. 'Cause otherwise, like, that shit is just gonna be fucking engulfed. But yeah, Fox Sparks. Oof. I do like it. I would say for their respective art styles, I think they're pretty much equal as far as like how much I like them. But I'm gonna give this. I'll give this an 8. I'll give this an 8. I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. I don't like this one as much. I don't like this one as much. I'll give this one. I gave that one an 8. I'll give this one a 6. Oh, thwack. Oh, buddy. I really like this, you know? I really do. The platypus. Fucking love it. I love it. I'm gonna have to give it a fucking, I'm gonna give it an 8. I feel like I'm gonna be giving a lot of 8s this video. Thwack Ignis. I don't like this one as much as I like the other one. I feel like the red just needs to be a bit more like vibrant and less pink. Less pink. Add some more orange into that mix and make that sucker a bit more red. I'm gonna give this one like a 5. Bro, why is that so loud? Ooh, Spark It? I don't know if I like this Spark It. I'm gonna be honest. I think this is like a 5 for me. Like, it's almost there, but it's just missing it. This thing is terrifying to look at. What the hell? Pansy? Absolutely not. Kill it with fire. Kill it with fire. Somebody go get a Fox Sparks. Jesus. Jesus. It's like a fucking 4, dude. Oh my god, that ruby is adorable. That shit is adorable. I'm gonna have to give that an 8. We got a bunch of villagers in the background. The Pinglet, okay. Pinglet's pretty cool. All right. All right. They kept the cannon fodder shape. I like that. Very cool. I'll have to give it a... I'll give it like a 7. Give it a 7. Respectable. Very respectable. Ooh, the Lux version? Ooh, I really like that. Ooh, I'm going to give that a 9. I'm giving that a 9. Hey, hell yeah, dude. Pen King. Looking sick, lad. I do like Pen King. I do. I do. I like the look. I'd like the look. I mean, well, this is kind of a little bit weird, like the red gems or whatever the hell they are. But overall, I really like it. I think I'll give him I'll give an 8. Ooh. Oh, that's sick. Oh, that's sick. Bro, it makes me think of my favorite college team, Iowa Hawkeyes. Just the aesthetic is just on point. I love the like the dark. I don't even know what that is. Like a dark gray. It's not a black. Like the arms, I think are black, but like I think like the feathers or whatever. I think those are black, but I think this is like a dark like slate gray or something. Wow, with the gold accents. Wow, I really like that. Ooh, I really like that. That's like a 9 for me. Joltog. I mean, it's all right. They didn't really get like the discoloration as well, like the contrast between the two. But you know, it's not bad. It's all right. I'll give it like a 7. Now that I like. I'll give that an 8. I hate that this is accurate. I hate that. Gumas, my friend, you're a fucking 4. It is kind of adorable. It's kind of adorable for like the 2 seconds that I ignore the fact that it has soulless fucking eyes. Gumas special. Gumas special, I'll give it like a... I don't know. I gave that one a 4. I'll give it a 5. Vixie looks okay. I don't like the alfalfa hair thing though. I'm gonna give it a... I give it like a 5. It's all right. It's pretty basic. Ooh. Euphrates looks sick. Oh, I'm giving this a 9. Oh, it's got like a real like gothic owl look. Oh. It's some shit you'd see in Harry Potter, bro. T-Fan, it's like a 6. It's like a 6. It's about as good as you can get for what it is. Depresso, hell yeah, brother. That's a 10 right there. That's a first 10, brother. Cremis, I'll give it Cremis 5. Ten. Fucking 10. Oh my god, I love it. I fucking love it. That's the first Mon I ever caught, by the way. Because I'd never left the first area. Like, when I first started Palworld, I never left the first area. I was, like, building my base literally right there. Which I ended up moving my base later, but I built my base literally right there. In, like, where the kind of, like, opening to the, like, the waterfall is, like, that little area. And then it, like, goes down into a little pond. I built across both of that. I just made it one big thing. So by the time that I had made any sort of decent progress at that, it was nighttime. And I didn't know that the Mons changed according to the day-night cycle. So then I saw this little daydream thing pop up, and I was immediately hooked. And then I found out that this thing is like the equivalent of like Pokemon's Dark type, and I was fucking sold immediately. I was like, yep, I'm gonna get a perfect one. And that was my first perfect pal. Ooh, Rushor? I do like it. I don't like it that much. I'm gonna give it like a 6. Oh, that's a 10. Oh, that's a 10. What a fucking chat. What a dapper looking Knox, bro. Oh, I love that. Ooh, Fuddler. Okay, Fuddler. I see you. I'll give Fuddler like an 8. I'll give him an 8. That's a nice design. It looks really good with a realistic skin on. Oh, hell no. Absolutely not. Fucking 0. 0, negative 12. Actually, you know what? Negative 1700. What the fuck? Get this thing off my screen. Get it off. Yuck. Ah, double down. You know what it reminds me of? This reminds me of the ghosts in Pac-Man. That's all I can think about. At least that one was cuter. That last one was cuter. Meow? How do you pronounce that one? Let me know in the comments. Is it Mao or Meu or well, like what am I supposed to be saying here? I don't know the correct pronunciation. I think it looks okay. I think it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's kind of weird with like the panther face on it. Because that's more of like a big cat face rather than like a house cat face. I think it's all right. I think it's all right. I give it like a 6. This one looks a little bit better. This one looks a little bit better. It's got less of the panther look and it's got more of the house cat look. I do think that adds to the aesthetic a little bit more. I'll give that a 7. That's an 8. That's an 8. Celery looking clean. Looking real clean. I like that. It's fucking adorable. Ooh. Now this might be contentious. Because I actually like this one just a little bit less than the regular one. I think it's the 7. Don't cancel me! Dire Howl? I mean, it kind of just looks like a wolf. Yeah, like a 6. It's like a 6. I feel like I could go to Yellowstone and see one of these. Oh my god. I like how it looks just as crazy here that it does in game. The Toko Toko, I'd give it a 7. I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. That thing's pretty cute. It's pretty cute. Definitely a girl pal. I'll give it a 6. I think 6 is fine. For a floppy. Oh, it's the big mooka. Wait, they have fangs? Did I never notice that they had fangs? Or is that something that the thing added on? That's crazy. That's crazy. This thing's like a 4, by the way. Not the biggest fan. Okay. You know, I know that this thing is kind of set up to look like a pepper, but you didn't have to make it so accurate. Oh, man. Oh, welcome to Team Mexico. Oh, man. Hey, relax. Hey, relax. Hey, relax. Hey, relax. For what it is, I think it is pretty clean, but I can't get over the fact that it just looks like an amalgamation of peppers. So I'm gonna give it like a 6. I'm gonna give it like a 6. Oh, that thing looks badass, dude. Oh, Gobfin has an Ignis version. Ignis. Why do I keep saying Ignis version? I'm gonna give it like, ooh, I'm gonna give it like a 7. I'm gonna give it like a 7. I think it looks cool. I think it looks real cool. Ooh, that last one was better. I'm gonna be honest. This is like a 5, easily a 5 for me. I think this thing is just as terrible in game as it is with a realistic filter. This thing's like a fucking 3. A little bit better. I give it a 4. Oh, the Mossanda. Ooh, I do kind of like it. I do kind of like it. I think they could have made him bigger, though. Because the Mossanda's huge. Does he stand up again? No, it doesn't. Okay. I give it an 8. Oh, I'll give that a 10. I give that a 10. Look at how big boy that one is. I like the little lightning bolt pattern and shit. Or the lightning, well, it's not really. It's like a crown pattern, but it's just like kind of a lightning bolt. Oh, yeah. This thing is deadly accurate, and I give it like a 5. This thing's also deadly accurate, and I give it like a... I'm thinking 7 or 8. Let's do 7. Let's do 7. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Oh, yeah. We do a fucking 9 on that one. 9. It's almost a 10. It's almost perfect. Alpaca, this thing is like I feel like, you know, it's another one of those, like, a few, like, genetic modifications, and you could see this in real life already. I think I give it like a... You know, now that I'm thinking about it, why haven't we done this already? Mixing the genes of sheep and alpaca? Surely we could gene splice a new species. Surely. And then we don't have to worry about it going on like a Jurassic World rampage, you know? Like, why can't we do something like this? We can make this pal real. What the fuck? Why are we slacking? We could be making pals. Right? That's why I wonder, like, why haven't we domesticated bears? You know how cool it'd be to be able to, like, walk around with, like, bears just chilling and not have to worry about whether it's going to turn its 1,000-pound body around and rip your face off? You know how fucking sick that would be? We did it with wolves. Why can't we do it with bears? Right? They're part of the Canis family the same way. Like, just, you know, we just gotta find the ones with the traits that we want, get them to pass on those traits, and continue to genetically breed the specific ones that we want until they are just like dogs. Come on now. What are we doing? Oh, I got sidetracked. This thing's like a 6. It's hard to look at. Just because of the weird, like, fleshy hoof thing. Oh, that's a 10. Wait, no, it's not a 10. Well, shit. No, it's a 10. No, it's a 10. I wish they did a little bit more with the tail. So, nah, we'll give it a 9. We'll give it a 9. We'll give it a 9. Oh, that is a fucking 10. That's a 10 right there. The golden antlers? Are you fucking kidding me? You know how fast this thing would get poached? No wonder it's out the reserve, bro. It's got golden antlers. It's literally, for people who haven't played Pal World, it's illegal to get one of these things. You have to go to a literal preserve and then steal them. Or breed them. I don't like this thing. I'm gonna be honest. This thing's like a fucking. It's like a 4. It's like a 5. Ribbony 5. Little bit better. I give it a 6 just because of the color scheme. I like the color scheme. Hey, yo, Incineram been hitting the fucking dumbbells? What the hell? This thing's yoked. He's a little skinny guy in the game. Bro. Holy shit. Bro's been sipping the Capri Suns, man. He's got that TRT cut, bro. God damn. Bro eats fucking gunpowder for breakfast, lad. God damn. I give it like a 7. I give it like a 7, man. I'll give it a 7. It looks fucking sick. Don't get me wrong, but god damn. We went a little bit creative on this one, eh, boys? God damn. Oh, that's a 10. Oh, that's a 10. Oh, that's fucking sick. The antlers are so sick. Wait, isn't this thing a moth? Why does it look like a fox? Hold on a minute. Am I tripping? Cinemoth. Yeah, it's a moth, not a fox. But the AI made it into like a feline, like fox type thing. See? See, I'm not tripping. I knew I wasn't tripping. This thing's like a fucking. It's like a 2. It took a lot of creative freedoms in this one. Oh, that is cool. Oh, give me a fucking 10 for RSox, bro. Give me a 10 for RSox. This thing's awesome. Oh, absolutely fucking not, dude. Absolutely not. Hell no. This thing is like a fucking 4. Nah, it's a 3. It's a 3. I'll give it a 5. I'll give it points. Oh my god, hell no. Absolutely not. I'm thinking about if you ever saw this shit, this Cognito in real life, with the way that it moves in game, you would shit your fucking pants immediately. Absolutely fucking not. Hell, absolutely no. Nope. Not a thing. Not gonna happen. Absolutely not. Give this thing. I mean, it does look kind of cool. I'll give it a 6 because this thing's just terrifying. Oh my god, dude. Every time I see this thing, I just think of Spyro, dude. I just think of Spyro. I'll give it like a for the pose and shit. Man, shit. I gotta give it like an 8. I gotta give it an 8. This shit's fucking awesome. Are they gonna do the Ignis? It's not that great. I'm gonna be honest. I think this is like a 6. I think the OG's better. Ooh, Loop Moon. Oh, Loop Moon's a 9 for me. Oh, it's a 9. This thing is awesome. Ooh. Now that's a bit contentious there. Oh, that's tough. I think I'm going to give this one an 8. I can't give it 10. I don't think it's 10. I think 8 is good. I do like it, though. I really do like it. I think it's one of the best, like, Christ versions. Ooh, Gale Claw? I mean, it's just a bald eagle with a different pattern. You can mix the genetic pattern of a mallard duck with a bald eagle, and you could get one of these. Dead ass. Dead ass. What would I give it? I'll give it a... I'll give it an 8. I'll give it an 8. I do think it looks cool. Ooh. Robin Quill looks sick. I might have to give OG regular Robin Quill. I'm going to give him a 9. I think this looks fucking badass. Ooh. I think I like the contrast of the last one better. I think I'll give this one an 8. This one an 8 and the other one a 9. That does look cool though. Ooh. Gory Rat. I'll give it a 7. Respectable. I like this one a little bit less. I'll give this one like a 5. That is kind of cute, kind of terrifying. Just like a regular bee. That's insane. Because I think bees are kind of cute, but they also kind of terrifying because the fucking stingers suck. It is also crazy that they're all kamikaze pilots. That's insane. That's nuts. They sting you, they dead. Meow. Fucked up, bro. I do kind of like it though. It's kind of got like a little suit of armor on. It's kind of sick. I think I'll give it an 8. Oh, that's a 9 for sure. Elizabeth looking sick. Looking cool, man. Absolutely not. This thing is cursed. Give it a fucking 3. It is accurate, though. Fuck you for being accurate, by the way. What in the fuck am I supposed to be rating here? I forgot about these little shits. I'll give it a 4. I don't even know what I'm looking at. Now that, I'm going to give it like a 6. I just want to sleep on one of these fucking things. What is that, the new Tempur-Pedic? Hell yeah, brother. Ooh. I do kind of like it. I do kind of like the Chillet. It looks kind of cool. I think I'll give it a 7. I'll give it a respectable 7. Ooh. I do like the aesthetic of the pink one more, I think. Yeah. I do like the pink one more. I'll give it an 8. Oh my god, that's a fucking 10. Oh, that's a 10 immediately. Not even a second thought in my mind. So sick. Oh, that's also a yeah, it's a 10. I don't know why I'm trying to fight myself. It's a fucking 10. I like how this looks. So awesome. I don't like this one as much. I like the zebra one a little bit more. I think I'm gonna give this. This is like it's like an 8 for me. It's still kind of cool, but oh, that's a 10. Not even a second thought. That's insane. This is the amount that you have to pay $300 for on WoW. Wait, $3,000. Sorry. Raintrix, also looking fly. Give it a 9. Give it a 9. Ooh, Rayhound. I'll give that at like an 8. No. I'll give it a 9. I'll give it a 9. Oh, that's a 10. That's a 10. Shit. All right, the last one was a 9. This one's a 10. This one's the actual 10. Holy shit. It's just a girl. This pulled this shit from a Disney movie, bro. I mean, I give it like a 6. It's just a girl with a cloud. It's just a genie, a literal genie. It's straight out of a Disney movie. If this was anime, she'd be 10,000 years old. There's a knocked version of this? Why didn't nobody tell me? All of chat is banned. You're all banned. If you've ever been in the comments, you're also banned. What the fuck? Why did nobody inform me that there was a knocked Dazzy? We've done how many Power World videos? You're all fucking fired. You're all fired. All of you. Insane. I do like the aesthetic on this one a lot more, though. The only thing I don't like is the bangs. Like, is that what these are called, by the way? Bangs? I don't know how hairstyle shit works. As you can see, I shave my fucking hair off. I hate having long hair. Yeah. I think if it was up just a bit more so you can actually see the eyes. I don't know. It's like a 6. The more I look at it, like the less like positive things I can come up with. Oh, there's the eye. Oh my god. That's a 10. That's a 10. Before you get in the comments and you start trying to fucking call me a furry, you watch anime, you are a furry. Dead ass. Anime characters are not based on Japanese people. They're not based on any other type of people. They're based on cats. Which means if you watch anime, and if you're watching this video, you probably do, you're a fucking furry. So welcome to the club. Ooh. They really went with the salamander look here, huh? I'll give it like it's like a 7. It's respectable. Oh, and they doubled down on this one. I give this... Do I like it more? I give it... Ah, man, I'm torn. I do think it kind of looks a little bit cooler, but it's like... Fuck. Nah, I'm going to give it the same. I'm going to give it a 7 as well. I'm going to leave it at the same level. Oh, yeah, that's an 8. That's an 8. I like that. That's kind of cool. I ain't gonna lie. And that's a 9. That is a 9. Almost 10 for me. That's a 9. That's a 10. No second thought in my mind. Moraith is one of my favorite pals in the entire game. So sick. This thing looks so cool. I'm giving it a 9. It's a 9. It is very annoying, though. This is the one pal in all of my bases that is always upset and unwilling to do tasks. Somebody explain to me why that is. I have large beds. I have salads in the goddamn food box. Why is this thing constantly upset? I don't understand. Ooh, Tomcat? Or Tombat, sorry. It's all right. That's all right. It's like a 5. It's like a 5 for me. Not really feeling it. Oh, dear God. This is going to get me canceled. It's a 10, bro. It's a 10. It's a 10. It's a 10. It's a 10. Listen, if Markiplier can do a Smash or Pass Pokemon Edition, it's a 10. It's a fucking 10. They knew exactly what they were doing with this goddamn PAL. And now the AI also knows what they were doing with this goddamn PAL. That thing is both terrifying and adorable at the same time. 7. It's a 7. Oh, that's a fucking 9. That's a 9. At base level, 9. Are they gonna do the Chris version? Oh, that's a 10. Oh, that's a 10. That's a 10. No second thoughts. Had little creative freedom here, but you know, still sick. So fucking cool. Bro, it's just what? It's just Krillin with a sword, bro. It's like, hey, show me Krillin with a samurai aesthetic. There you go. There you go. What do I think? I believe that this guy thinks he's the protagonist of his story, but he doesn't know that he's going to be my pal slave for the rest of his life. A 6. Now, I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I'm thinking like 6 or 7. I'm thinking 6 or 7. I'll give him a 7. I'll give him a 7. I think it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Now that's an 8. Now that's an 8. I like that aesthetic more. I'll give that an 8. Wait, did they give him a different type of sword? Hold on a minute. Did you guys see that? They did. He's got more of a European style sword, and he's got more of a traditional Japanese sword. Interesting. Oh, that's kind of cool. All right. Oh, that's a 9. At base, that's a 9. In game, I hate this fucking thing. They're so extremely aggressive for no goddamn reason. And that, my friends, is a 10. It is both terrifying and awe-inspiring. Hell yeah, I fucking love Ragnarok, bro. It's so sick. Oh, that's a 10. That's a 10. Don't even have to ask me twice. That's a 10. Actually, looking at it more, it might be a 9. Well, no, that's a 10. That's a 10. That's a 10. Now that's a 9. Now that's a 9. I don't like the red as much as I like the purple. The purple and teal, is that the other color? So this is the one that's in rivalry with Cactus, right? That's like the in-game lore. I really don't like how this looks. I'm gonna be honest. It's like a 5 for me. That looks a lot cooler. I think that's like an 8. But it ain't a 10. That's for sure. That... I'll go 8. I think it's kind of cool. It's pretty cool looking. What in the... Get this thing some clothes, lad. What the hell? This thing is like a fucking 6. It's alright. This thing looks like it is high as fuck. I guess I would be too if I was just floating the fuck around all day. 6. 6. It's all right. It's all right. That thing is kind of adorable. Also makes me think of like Spyro a little bit. 7. I'll give it a 7. That's an 8. I'll give that an 8. I like that aesthetic better. This thing, it's like a 6 for me. It's okay. It's all right. About the same. About the same. 6 as well. 6 as well. 6s across the board for that. I really don't like that much. I'll give it like a 5. As Roby, like a 5. Now that, I'm going to give that a 9. That thing is sick. That thing's cool, bro. Oh, that's an 8. Oh, that's an 8. I think this guy looks awesome. And that, my friends, is a 10. I fucking like this. This thing is so cool, dude. Also a 10. Don't need to ask me twice. That thing is badass. Look at that fucking thing. I actually don't like that one as much. I like the previous one more. I think this is like an 8 for me. Oh my god. 7. 7. I'll give it a 7. I actually don't like this one as much. I think it's a 6. It's like a 6. Oh, this thing's a fucking 8 right off the rip. Yeah, I think this one's a 7. I think this one's a 7. I don't like it as much as I like the green. Oh, I mean, what are we talking about? This thing's like a fucking 9. 9 off rip. She's like one of the emperors, too. Like one of the emperor pals. So it's like, what do you do? Ooh, this thing's fucking cool, dude. Reptiro. Reptiro, I'll give it an 8. I think this one's like a 7 for me. I don't think it's as cool as the OG. Oh my god, King Paka, dude. Hell yeah, dude. I love this fucking thing. It's so derpy, but I fucking love it. It's like a fucking 8 for me. And that is a 9 for sure. Not quite a 10. You know what? Actually, I just talked myself into it. It's a 10. It's a 10. It's a 10. Holy shit. That is probably... It does look sick. It does look sick. It's an 8. It's an 8. It's an 8. Oh, and that, my friends, is another entry into the 10. Is that our first Christ? One that entered the range of 10. Ooh, the Wumpo. It's a solid 8 for me. It's a solid 8. Big old floofy guy, you know? This one I don't like as much. I'll give it like a 6. I like the other one better. Oh, that's a 10. 10 off rip. No question. Also 10. Also 10. Warsect. Warsect is one of the sickest fucking rhinoceros beetle iterations I've ever seen in a form of media. Oh, 10. 10, 10, 10, 10. I don't even have to look. 10. Fengalope, my favorite mount. Also 10. Also 10. Also 10. Also 10. I don't know how I feel about this. I think it's like a 7 for me. I think it's a 7. It's kind of cool, but like also terrifying. That's a 10. That's a 10. Don't even need to question that. I don't like that one as much. That one's like an 8. They did take some creative freedoms with the coloring on Quiver and on the OG. Oh, that's a 10. That's a 10. No, never mind. That one was a 9. This one's a 10. This one's a 10. This is leagues above. Holy shit. That's awesome. Oh, that's a 10. Oh, that's a 10. Oh, that's also a 10. I think the Hellzephyr is like one of my favorite fucking pals in general. Oh, that's a 10. What are we even talking about? What are we even talking about? It's not even a debate. We went full mech with these ones, and they're all 10s. They're all 10s. The aesthetic is on point. Ooh, this one's like probably a 9 for me. It doesn't quite make 10. I like the dark aesthetic of the other ones. Bro, this looks like Anubis just looks like a dude with a mask on. I don't know, like a fucking it's a 6. It's like a 6 for me. Like a 6 or a 7. It literally looks like a dude with a mask on. This is like The Rock underneath here. Oh my god. Oh, that's a fucking Is that a 10 for me? No, I think it's a 9. It's a 9. Yormantide's cool. I think it's a 9. Oh, that's a 10. That's a 10. That's cool. That is cool. Ooh. 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 That's like an 8. I'll give it an 8. Do I like that as much as the red one? I think I do. I think I do like it just a little bit more. I'll give it a 9. Oh, Grisbolt. I'll give that like a 7. Solid 7. It's pretty good. Oh, that's a 9. That's a 9. Lylene, looking cool. That's a 10. That's a 10. Ooh. This might be a hot take, but I think it's like a 7. It's like a 7. That is a fucking 10 for me, though. I like that aesthetic. That's cool. Oh, that's a 10. Not even a debate for me. 10. 10. 10. Another one. Another 10. All the 10s. A 10. It's a goddamn Pegasus. Of course it's a 10. What are we talking about? Oh my god, triple 10. What the hell? That goes hard. Oh, that's a 10. Oh, that's a 10 as well. There's so many 10s right now. Oh, that's another 10. That is a fucking 10. Little creepy, but it's a 10. I like the OG better. I'm going to give this a 9. I'm going to give it a 9. Oh, that's a 10. That's a 10. That looks so cool. Like a 5. Like a 5. It's pretty good, but like it's pretty, you know, it's whatever. Ooh. I'll give it a 6. I'll give it a 6 out of respect for the knife. That's kind of sick. I ain't gonna lie. Like a 5. It's like a respectable, cutesy one, I guess. This one's like a 5. No, it's like a 4. I don't really care for it. This one a little bit better. I'll give it a 5. This one, absolutely don't give a shit. Don't even have one. It's like a 3 for me. Ooh. I give it like a 7. No, I'll give it an 8. I'll give it an 8. Sootseer. This one, I'll give it an 8 as well. That's a 10. That's a 10. I like this thing. That's also a 10. Yakumo, sick. Ooh. I give it a 9. I'll give it an 8. I'll give it an 8. This thing's like a fucking 4. Ooh, I'll give that a 9. I'll give that a 9. It's like right there. It's like right there. That's a 10. Easy 10. Also 10. I give it like a 7. 7. I like the aesthetic. It's you know, it's a little cutesy mon. A cutesy pal. Ooh. I'll give that a 9. I give that a 9. That's a 10. I'll give it a 9. I'll give it a 9. It's pretty cool. It's I don't know, man. I give it like an 8. I give it an 8. This fucking thing. I'm actually breeding one of these right now. I'm trying to get a perfect battle version for one of these Omo schools. I'll give it like a. I'll give it an 8. Respectable 8. There's no way. This is not real. This does not exist. I refuse to believe that there's simply a person in here. Hold on a minute. What's it called? Splat Karina? Oh my god, it's real. No way. I haven't even seen one of these things. How's that possible? Where are they at? How have I not seen it? I discovered most of the map. Unless you can only get it. I wonder if it's a breeding only, pal. I don't know. Y'all have to let me know in the comments. It's a 10. It's a 10. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? She'd fucking kill you, but it's a 10. It's all right. It's all right. It's a solid 7. Solid 7. Ooh. I give it like a 9. I give it a 9. Oh, that's a 10. That's a 10. That's a big boy. That's also a 10. That thing is fucking adorable. What are we talking about? What the hell? It's so cute. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I know exactly what all of you are saying right now. No. No. This thing's a fucking 8. No, not really. It's a 9. It's cool, but it is not 10 class tier. Okay? Shut the fuck up. Oh, that's a 10. Oh, that's a 10. Oh, this is a 10. What the fuck is this? Oh, wait. No, I did see one of these. I saw one of these in a dungeon. I give it a 7. Nah, it's a 6. It's 6. That's an 8. That's an 8. That's an 8. That's pretty cute. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, I kind of like that. Oh, I kind of like that. I'm gonna give that an 8. We'll give that an 8. I don't really like that though. This is like a fucking 5 for me. It's also, this is like a 5 for me too. This is like a 2. We're running out of steam. That's disgusting. That's a 1. What happened? We just fell off at the end. What are we, the Minnesota Vikings? Come on now. Oh, absolutely not. This thing's like a fucking... This is like a 3. What are we talking about? It's kind of gotten worse. It's like a 2 for me now. This thing is like a... It's like a 4. It's a 4. It is not redeemable. Absolutely not. This thing is like a fucking 2 for me. Yuck. Blue pick. This thing is like a 6. It's a 6. Not a tentacle guy, you know. This thing's a 0. What the fuck? What am I looking at? Also a 0. That's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I give it like a 9. I give it a no. I give it like a. I give it an 8. I give it an 8. Oh, that's kind of sick. I'll give that a 9. I give that a 9. That's almost 10 for me. This is like a fucking 4. Not a big fan of that. That is like a 7. I'll give this a 7. Oh, that's a 10. That is a 10. Oh, they did one for Pokemon Stadium Ultimate. Oh, we might have to do that one next. This is crazy. This was awesome. Listen, go to the channel, give him a sub, give him a like. Fucking awesome. AI Game Vision. Shout out to their channel, 2.47K subs. We need to get that number up. We need to up those numbers. Hell yeah, brother. That shit was awesome. That shit was that was cool. All right. We got that done. I'm going to get some coffee and then we're going to finish this up. All right, coffee acquired. We are now going to get into the last bit of news. Turns out Canada is splitting apart.
Province or become part of the 51st state. Either
Oh,
or.
shit.
But I think we need to stand up, because if we don't stand up, we're just going to be bowled
Make
over.
Alberta great
Our strongest
again.
and best military ally is the United States of America.
Yes, sir.
Half the country just flipped the table. Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, British Columbia, Quebec, and the Yukon have drawn their line.
6 provinces. Insane.
The 51st to 56th states of the United States are forming right here. Ottawa is in shock. Ontario is scrambling.
Do I think that President Trump would actually go for this? Yes. Without a doubt. The same thing with Mexico. If part of Mexico decided to split off from the rest of Mexico, the United States would absolutely, under Trump at least, take full advantage of that.
And the West has stopped waiting for permission. This isn't a debate about reform anymore. This is a full-scale realignment of power, borders, and loyalty that Canada
Fucking crazy.
cannot control.
A few thousand people waved royal blue Alberta flags Saturday in front of the legislature, declaring their province would be better off without Canada.
I've looked at the numbers, and they are obscene. $20 billion leaves Alberta every year through equalization. $600 billion since the 1970s.
What the fuck? Equalization?
Drained, redistributed, and applauded by the same bureaucrats who mock the people who are writing those checks. You work, you produce, and you get punished for it. That's not a federation. That is colonial bookkeeping with modern branding.
This country has lost out on tens of billions of dollars in investment and countless opportunities for growth. Alberta won't pay that price again. We have no obligation to accept policies or agreements that hold our people back.
Danielle Smith didn't flinch. The Sovereignty Act of 2022 handed Alberta the right to ignore federal policies that attack its jurisdiction. The International Agreements Act of 2025...
Oh, so they've already been working towards this independent move. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Sealed that independence into legislation.
Listen, all I'm saying is, 'cause I don't know a lot about Canada's politics, right? It's just not where I live. I don't really have to care about that sort of thing. However, I have heard several glaring issues that has been going on in Canada. Obviously, some of that stuff does make its way down here into the U.S. I would enjoy being able to go to Canada without having to get a passport. That'd be kind of cool. I ain't gonna lie. Part of the U.S. is actually above the southern line of Canada anyway. I think it was like California or something like that. There's some people in California that live more north than Canada's southern border, which is kind of crazy.
Alberta now holds 2 constitutional blades, and Ottawa is pretending that they don't exist.
I've worked 44 years in the oil patch, and the East has always taken
The Trump effect is crazy, huh?
And abuse it. And I'm sick and tired of it.
The mood across the prairies isn't anger anymore. It is exhaustion turned into focus. You can hear it in the small towns where the pipelines used to hum. People aren't asking if they can leave. They're planning how to do it. Alberta has turned sovereignty from a theory into paperwork. And that's the kind of bureaucracy that Ottawa can't fight.
Alberta has sacrificed.
And their smartest move is to get the U.S. involved. Because there's nothing Canada could do if the U.S. decided to just take it over tomorrow. Straight up. Straight up, like no beating around the bush. If the U.S. wanted to, if they really wanted to, your country would disappear overnight. This wouldn't be no Russia-Ukraine, where Russia should have walked all over Ukraine. This is overwhelming power in the face of people with sticks. Essentially, that's the equivalent, right? You have sticks, I have nuclear weapons.
The people here
That's the
already know
situation.
they'd vote yes. At the rally, some like Colin Krumka believe federal equalization payments and environmental laws have limited Alberta.
Saskatchewan saw that and they said, okay, fine, we're next. They copied Alberta's entire playbook, printed it in bold, and passed their own Natural Resources Control Act in 2023. Land, water, minerals, all back under provincial control. Premier Scott Moe didn't bother playing the diplomat. He said it plainly. If the people are going to vote for independence, the government's not going to block them. That is a rare sentence from a Canadian premier, one that sounds more like self-respect than rebellion.
So this timeline is incredibly important for Alberta and Saskatchewan as they look to become independent. These provinces have an ally in the White House currently.
You can watch the polling swing like a pendulum. 10 years ago, only 15% of Saskatchewanians supported separation. Now, it's hovering between 40 and 45%. That is half of a province openly considering a border redraw. And why wouldn't they? Saskatchewan's uranium, potash, and agricultural exports are already tied into U.S. supply chains. The rail lines, the grain terminals, the energy routes, they already run south. Economically, Saskatchewan functions already more like a Midwest state than a Canadian province. They trade with the U.S., they align with Alberta, and they carry a fraction of the political weight that they deserve in Ottawa. That's not a national partnership. That's a bad marriage where both sides have stopped pretending to fix it.
Point towards the viability of an independent Alberta. And that's the situation right now. And whether it stays as an independent, autonomous province or whether it joins the United States, these are things that were at one time unthinkable, just couldn't happen. But they are now entirely possible because of the breakdown in Canada as we used to know it and the authoritarian style.
And while everyone's been staring at the prairie line, British Columbia's cracks are widening too. The BC should have been the West's open door, Canada's Pacific Gateway. Instead, Ottawa locked it shut. Northern Gateway, gone. Trans Mountain, delayed again and again until the investors ran out of patience. Billions evaporated, all while the Eastern politicians called it environmental leadership. Okay, yeah. Try telling that to the thousands of workers in the interior towns who are now siding with Alberta's message. Okay, if you can't ship east, we're going to sell south.
Others, like 38-year-old Katrina Baker, just don't trust Ottawa.
I wish Alberta could stay part of Canada, but unfortunately it's been this way for so long. Nothing's going to change. And especially with Carney, it's going to get a lot worse.
I've spoken to those people in Terrace, Kamloops, Fort St. John. They don't speak the same political language as Vancouver anymore. The coast votes for ideology. The interior, they vote for paychecks. Federal tanker bans and carbon pricing have split BC clean in half. Polls are showing that up to 33% of northern and
100% Trump's already been talking to everybody in Alberta. 100%. 100% they've already decided borders as well. And when the time comes and Carney eventually pushes back, because he will. I bet you he will. He may not want to personally, but I do think he would get pushed to do so. That's when Trump would be like, okay, by the way, I'm here. Hi. Go home. That's how that's going to play out every time. And it'll follow suit for each province that leaves. And Trump will be like, yep, okay, this is our new border here. Go ahead, put your walls right here. Yep.
Here, your BC residents are open to joining a Western alliance or even partnering with the U.S. directly. That is 1 in 3 ready to cross the line. The resource producers are done begging for approval from the same federal departments that treat their livelihood like a crime. Ottawa turned BC's inland into collateral for climate optics. So now those people are ready to cash out of Confederation.
Many Albertans and Western Canadians are expressing frustration and anger, feeling used and left out of the decision-making process.
And then there's Manitoba. Quiet, polite, but watching everything. They're the sleeper province in this rebellion. For years, Manitoba has played this moderate, hoping that cooperation could buy them some influence. But now they're starting to finally discover what Alberta learned decades ago. Ottawa only listens when you threaten its control. Inflation at 7.8%, grocery bills breaking records, energy costs climbing, and no relief from a government that treats the prairies as an afterthought.
That's like something that I've also learned is that like anytime I talk to a Canadian, because I used to have, there was a girl up in Canada that I used to talk to a fairly frequent basis, right? And she told me about like universal health care and all that shit and how much of a fucking mess everything was up there. And I was just like, that just sounds terrible. Like on a base level, sounds terrible. So I would not be surprised that within the next few years, we see a much larger United States. I'm just saying, wouldn't be surprised. This shit's been going on for years.
Manitoba's new Independence Caucus isn't built on ideology, it's built on invoices.
In Canada, our freedoms are more of a privilege, not exactly a right. And we might think they are, but in our legislation, it's not really framed out that way.
I mean, everything's a privilege. It's a privilege to be able to do almost anything because unless you're the person making the rules, then you have nothing set in stone, right?
70% of Manitoba's trade already flows to the United States, $19 billion a year, and that number keeps rising. When your main trading partner is right next door and your own capital city is hundreds of miles away politically, the math starts doing the talking for you.
Yep.
Rural municipalities have begun
Like, why
passing
would you care?
resolutions for what they call full provincial self-determination. Symbolic for now, but symbols are what revolutions are built from. The province sits between Alberta's oil and the U.S. Midwest market. It is a natural bridge for an independent Western corridor, the missing link between the resource belt and the American grid.
To stand up for this province, protect our freedoms, and chart our own path forward. The Constitution is clear. Provinces have authority over matters within their jurisdiction, and that authority cannot be signed away by Ottawa. That's why we are taking the next step to defend Alberta's constitutional rights through Bill 1.
Manitoba's government isn't leading yet, but its people are. The quiet prairie is learning that volume isn't power, numbers are. Every statistic tells the same story here. The West creates, the East consumes, and the middle is tired of footing the bill. The next phase isn't going to be protests or petitions. It's going to be paperwork, referendums, signatures, the language that Ottawa understands least. The West has stopped waiting for permission, and every statistic coming out of these provinces all says the same thing. The map is changing, whether Ottawa likes it or not.
Today, going forward, should be known October 25th as Alberta Independence Day.
Damn.
Now, the Yukon was never supposed to matter in any of this. That's what Ottawa always assumed. Small population, frozen winters, far enough north that you can forget about it. 45,000 people spread across 500,000 square kilometers, bigger than California, by the way, and smaller than the respect it gets. But what the capital calls isolation is actually leverage. You see, the Yukon holds the northern gateway to the continent, the same region that every superpower is now watching for defense and energy routes. It's not empty tundra. It's territory that decides who owns the Arctic. Ottawa pretended that it could manage all that from a distance. And then in 2025, the Yukon stopped pretending back. They built their own health authority, Shuaha Health and Wellness, the first in the territory's history. 7 board members, all local, all chosen to replace federal incompetence with their own hands. That wasn't paperwork. That was rebellion disguised as administration. The moment that a territory starts building parallel government, it's all...
You can't do it by force. You got to do it through policy. But what it really takes is the people willing to turn their back on what they're taught their whole life, right? Because I don't know, like, obviously I'm not from Canada. I don't know what kind of propaganda you're given, right? But even here in the U.S., the propaganda that you were raised on is completely different state to state. Nothing was more glaringly obvious to me than this when I met somebody from Texas. When people are born and raised in Texas, you're taught that Texas is the greatest. It's like the greatest thing since sliced bread. Like, the amount of state pride that you are given when you are just a youngin' in Texas, right? Where it's like where I was raised in Iowa, we were raised very heavily into the political sphere. One of the things that majority of us were taught in Iowa was propaganda. So it's like people in Iowa are typically less susceptible to propaganda than other states, right? Just because we are not so heavily forced one way or the other, because Iowa is considered kind of a more political type of state, right? So you're taught about these things. Now, you could be taught more one way than the other, but it always balances out because I was rural areas and its cities are very much intertwined with one another, so the likelihood of you maintaining one position your whole life is very low. Where you have a big metropolis type city like let's use Los Angeles, people don't leave LA. They don't. Their whole life is in LA. And then when they leave LA, it's like this big culture shock for them because they've lived the same way their whole life. Because what do you have to leave LA for? I mean, you really don't. Aside from, having a decent livelihood because everything there is mad expensive, but and you don't want to get shot.
Already crossed a line. Ottawa ignored every warning on this until the signature dried on that document. And by then, the Yukon had...
Oh, and I do think that it's a popular position for them because they think, well, not they think, but they look at the U.S. states and how the U.S. states essentially govern themselves. And they think, why can't we do that? Why do we have to capitulate to some fucking government building on the absolute other side of the continent when we could simply just live our lives and to just be prosperous, right?
Had declared the one thing that no northern community was supposed to say. We don't trust you anymore.
Alberta from Canada and become an independent country.
Okay. Well, I guess what is the
cool.
driving motivation to see Alberta separate from the rest of Canada? I'm assuming this has to do with...
I mean, the motivation's the same as it's always been. We're a colonized people. We're basically a colony of Quebec and Ontario.
The cost of living there is a joke that no one laughs at. $2,000 a month for rent in Whitehorse.
That's
$600
crazy.
more just so you can stay warm through the winter. Families work 2 jobs to pay for the right to survive in a place that powers the national story.
This lady really likes colorful shirts, huh? I'm sorry, but I'm a very observant person, so I notice this type of things. So as it's going along, there's like a green shirt, a purple shirt, a white shirt, and it's like, Jesus, man. Every single one of these shirts looks like it had 3 years of Tide thrown on that sucker. Damn.
But never benefits from it. Ottawa treats the Yukon like a flag on a map. Useful for speeches, but disposable in practice. The anger has stopped sounding like protest, and it started sounding like planning. You can feel it up there in the town halls where the people talk about heating bills like mortgage payments. Independence isn't a slogan there. It's becoming an exit strategy. And then there's Quebec, the country inside a country. Irony never ends, really. The province that once threatened to leave for cultural pride, they have become the legal model for everyone else trying to leave for survival. Quebec wrote the script for autonomy. Its immigration control, its tax powers, its treaty privileges. Every Western lawyer studying independence has started by opening Quebec's constitution. That's the playbook. Ottawa rewarded them for drawing a line, proving that the only way to win respect in this federation is to threaten to walk away.
A referendum to remove Alberta from Canada and become an independent country.
$13 billion in annual equalization payments flow into Quebec's budget. A fortune paid by Alberta and Saskatchewan's resource revenue.
That's crazy. They're literally siphoning profit from the other 2 provinces just to fucking pay some bullshit fucking bill of an infrastructure that they can't fucking... It's literally like California. What the fuck are we talking about? They put in an infrastructure and an economic plan in this environmental plan that is not able to be supported, and it costs them a fortune, and they have to recoup the money. So they recoup the money off of the resources that the environmental plan is against. That's essentially what I'm getting from this so far. What the fuck? That's fucked up. Oh, man. No wonder they're leaving. They're getting fucking scammed.
West drills, Quebec collects, and Ottawa all calls it national unity. When
That's
people in
insane.
Calgary and Regina say that they want the same leverage, they're not fantasizing. They're repeating history. The difference is that when Quebec demanded autonomy, they got it. When Alberta asks for it, they get lectured about cooperation. The West has finally understood the formula here. Confederation loyalty doesn't buy anything. Pressure does. Every independent strategist in Alberta now cites the 1995 Quebec referendum as precedent. That vote came within 0.5 percentage point of splitting Canada, and Ottawa has spent 30 years trying to pretend that it was all settled. It wasn't. All it did was move west. Quebec has proven that separation could be negotiated, structured, and recognized internationally. And the West is taking that proof and they're updating it for the 21st century. Same logic, new map.
The future is ours.
You've heard how wonderful and prosperous and beautiful this country of Alberta is. Will be. Do you want that?
And while these provinces push forward, the Federation itself is cracking under numbers that speak louder than just politics. Ontario
Flying American flags at an independent rally. Could there be more of a fucking symbol? Hey, listen, man, I don't know what's going to come of this. I don't know what's going to happen from all of this. But if you do gain independence and become part of the U.S., or you become a full independent country, welcome. Welcome with open arms. Everybody in the U.S., welcome. You fought the good fight. We appreciate your company. And I expect some good traditional Canadian cuisine. Got it?
Ontario and Ottawa control more than 60% of federal decision-making. They hold the votes, the bureaucracy, the budget committees, everything except the resources that keep the economy alive. Less than 40% of Canada's resource revenue comes from those centers of power, and yet they dictate 100% of the policy. The result is a machine that feeds on the West and then congratulates itself for restraint. Equalization transfers now move $23 to $25 billion a year eastward. Federal debt sits past $1.4 trillion, a number so large that it feels fictional until you realize who's going to be paying it back. The same regions that are already footing the energy bill. Ottawa caps emissions, they ban tankers, they kill...
That's exactly what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. They pushed an infrastructure that cannot be supported, and they needed to pay for it. So they used the energy of which they are essentially trying to get rid of to maintain and push this bullshit agenda. It's no different than Europe. It's no different than Europe. Europe's doing the same bullshit.
Build pipelines, and they call it climate leadership. Western provinces call it economic suffocation. Statistics Canada didn't have to ask twice about this. 59% of Western Canadians say that their region has too little influence. 75% say that Ottawa doesn't respect them. Those aren't opinions anymore, that's consensus. Now, people mock the idea until they look at the numbers. The United States already functions as their primary customer, their main investor, their transit route, their industrial backbone.
I was going to say, and you are always guaranteed a voice in the U.S. Duly elected by the people of Alberta, you would have a governor, you would have a mayor of all of your different towns and cities, you would have senators, you would have people in the House of Representatives, and hell, if you fucking spent enough time and you had somebody worth backing, You could have somebody in the Oval Office. You could have somebody as the president of the United States that could have originated from a province that was originally in Canada. Think about that fucking timeline. That shit would be crazy. That would be a crazy timeline to live. Wow. Wow.
The West has been living under American economic gravity for decades. Statehood would only formalize the orbit. For Alberta, that would mean full access to the world's largest market without Ottawa's choke points. For the Yukon,
oh yeah, 100%. If they joined up with the U.S. and they became states, Carney and the rest of Canada would be 100% shut out. I think 100% Trump would shut them out completely. Now, I think he would still be fair enough in trade with anything that we get that isn't in the Western side. But I do think that there would be a point where he would be like, nah, I don't want to hear your shit. I think Trump gets along with him because he has to, right? But I do think this is probably in the back of Trump's mind. I do. I think people underestimate how much he thinks through certain things.
it would mean infrastructure funding that is tied to the Pentagon instead of parliamentary speeches. For Saskatchewan, it means direct energy trade that finally rewards production instead of punishing it. The cultural argument fades pretty fast when the bills arrive. A worker in Alberta sees his taxes funding a system that despises the industry that's keeping it alive. A farmer in Manitoba is shipping grain south because, well, it's the only direction that pays. A family in the Yukon buys groceries that are flown in from Vancouver, all while Ottawa debates climate targets. None of that feels like unity, ladies and gentlemen. It feels like extraction dressed up as policy.
Fair.
All right. I've talked enough. It's time for you guys. I want you guys to drop your thoughts down below in the comments. I want to see...
Man, I've been dropping my thoughts this whole video. Like I said, man, if you guys end up joining the U.S., absolutely welcome with open arms. Welcome to the greatest economy in the world. Even as we speak, the Saudi Arabian prince has just announced a $1 trillion investment into the U.S. So, if you're wanting to get a part of the greatest economy to ever exist in any country of all time, welcome. Welcome. And yeah, like I said, you guys would get so much representation for literally every province, right? You would have senators. You would have House of Representative members who would speak solely for your states, or in this case, your provinces, where you could discuss issues that affect your province on an open forum with every single other state in the U.S. Where else does that happen? Apparently not in Canada. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy how we have Europe and we have Canada that is supposed to share our Western values, yet they are turning on their own people. And I think I literally saw something about Europe, or was it England specifically? They're looking to remove what was it? Removing jury from courts or something like that, or something crazy. Hold on. Was it England looking to remove jury? Right? Is that what it is? Limiting jury trials. Oh, here it is. A human rights lawyer is planning to end the right to trial by jury. His plans, if passed through Parliament, will mean that all verdicts of guilty or innocent will be decided by judges who are appointed by the government. Can you see the problem? Yes, we can. So, this is my question to you up in Canada. Would you rather go down this route where you lose all of your individual freedom and everything is decided by the government, and if you try to speak out, you'll simply be banned from the internet completely? Or become part of the greatest economy in the world that has a new $1 trillion investment and is literally the most powerful military force on the planet, who is, by the way, hosting FIFA coming up in the next few years, right? Insane. Insane. We have billions and billions of dollars of investment coming in from all over the world, right? We have already worked very well with you guys for years. It seems like it's the simplest yes ever. Simply negotiating representation and then just saying, hey, welcome on in. Welcome on in. Hey, I will, if this happens, I will do a full video of a trip to Canada, as it is the new U.S. state. I would be 100% willing to do that. I think that would be amazing. I think that would be so cool. You know, meet up with some people up in Canada and just get their true feelings on it after it happens. I think that would be nuts. I think that'd be a crazy cool video. But yeah, that's what's going on in the world. Shout out to this guy, Canadian Reporter, for bringing us the inside look at the craziness that is going on there. And I suppose that's going to be it for today's Patch Notes. Crazy shit going on in the world. Listen, I'm going to catch you guys on the next video. Stay well, stay blessed. Like, subscribe, comment, do all that good stuff. Later.